Hey guys, my name is Victor, the operations manager here at ClickSkeek, and today we have a new case study from one of our clients in the junk car removal space. Now, if you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button. We drop daily content on free Google ad trainings as well as more case studies like this. So you can hit the subscribe button and let's get right into it. So right out the gate, if you notice, we are spending $250 a day in this campaign. And over the last 30 days, it's generated around 129 leads at a cost of $26.5 a lead, or $26.50, $26.57. And then it's converting at a rate of 37%, which is really good. And then if you notice here, they've spent around a total of 3.5, close to 3.5 in the last 30 days. Now, if you look at the top, you're going to notice this graph. It's showing the trend line over the week. So if you notice, here's the week of February 28th, and then the week of March 7th, the week of March 14th, and then the week of March 21st, and then lastly, the week of March 28th. So if you notice, the campaign kind of starts like low, and then it works its way up, and then it goes back down. But we should see things pick up this month. As this is expected with Google Ads, you can expect things to fluctuate as it works similarly to the stock market. Things go up and down. And as you may know, in Google, people actively search on Google. And that's where we are running this campaign as a search campaign. So not everyone searches the same thing every day, every hour. So that's another thing you want to keep in mind. Now, with that being said, let's take a deeper dive into this campaign, and I'll show you really quick the ad groups. So the ad groups, if you notice here, we have, not too many, but it's enough to drive, this amount of leads. And with that being said, the way we structure our campaigns are very tight knit. So what I mean by that is they're theme based on the actual keyword. So if you notice here, this one ad group at the top that's been driving the most is cash for junk cars. And this will hold cash for junk car keywords or, cash for junk car related keywords. And then you have sell my junk car, we buy junk cars, junk car removal, who buys junk cars, we buy junk cars, Pittsburgh. So this client is located in Pittsburgh. This is a geo-based ad group. Sell wrecked car. And that's just about it. But if you notice, the bigger drivers here are cash for junk cars and sell my junk car. So these keywords overall have been performing very well in this account. If you notice here, they're getting them still within range of, that $26 mark. And that's how you see they average the $26.57. But if you notice here, we're using a target CPA bidding strategy. And what this does is it essentially tells Google, hey, Google, we only want to spend X amount per lead. So what we do is set up the campaign in this way, so that way we can get the most amount of leads for the cheapest cost possible. Now, one thing to keep in mind with the target CPA bidding strategy is that if you notice here, it's a little higher than what we've been able to generate, and we do that on purpose. And in order for us to drive enough leads at an affordable cost, we need to give this campaign target CPA a rough buffer. So this ensures that we aren't stripping out the total lead volume, and we're able to consistently drive this amount of leads at this price. So as we dive deeper into the keywords, I'll just kind of point out what the cash for junk cars keywords look like. So here it is. If you see here at the top, the bigger drivers are sell old car for cash, cash for junk cars. Then we have a cash for junk cars exact match. I'll kind of go into more in depth of how we use match types. We also have cash for junk cars near me, cash for scrap cars, scrap my car for cash, junk my car for cash. These are getting into tongue twisters. We have junk your car for cash, cash for junk cars near me, and then cash for scrap cars. There's more keywords, but I just want to show you what's performing the best, just to give you some context. So as I mentioned, a little while ago, is if you notice here, we're using cash for junk cars with the quotes, and then we have the cash for junk cars in the brackets. And for that reason is within Google, this tells Google this is a type, match type, I should say. So if you notice here, it says phrase and this says exact. These are standard when we are running Google ad campaigns, as these keywords typically bring in the appropriate lead quality, or the appropriate types of searches that we're looking for when it comes to driving leads. And what this does is it tells Google, hey Google, anyone that searches cash for junk cars or anything related to that in a phrase match format, then it essentially is going to drive in those appropriate leads. So if it's like cash for junk cars in my location, cash for junk cars near XYZ, this phrase match keyword will pick that up. Now, if you notice here, cash for junk cars exact match is exactly what it is. Cash for junk cars will bring in that exact term, but Google, over the last few years has loosened up the algorithm, so it'll pull up anything that's similar to that. So it'll say if a search term comes in that says cash junk cars, it can potentially, pull that in. So just something I wanted to call out for context now. If you have a junk car removal company and you're looking for someone to run a Google ad campaign just like this for you in your market, what you can do is click the link in the description. It'll have an application for you. We'll simply replicate the same campaign, everything from the keywords to the ad copy, the landing page, and the whole thing from beginning to end. What we'll do is replicate this campaign, put your information in there, and run it within your Google ad account and run it in your market. So if that's something you're interested in, you can get these same amount of leads on a monthly basis simply by hitting the application button within the link in the description. If you don't have a junk car removal company and you're simply looking for more content like this in terms of case studies and free Google Ads training, hit the subscribe button if you didn't in the beginning. We drop this daily content, and yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So we'll see you in the next one. Take care.